You know what, though? I might have misophonia a little bit.
Yeah, mild case.
Yeah. Anytime the house does, like, house noises, I'm like, what was that noise?
I have misophilia, where if I hear something really annoying, I get a boner. Shout out to my ex, Steven.
Gotta tell you, that's probably funnier if you know him.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You're tuned into Fetch a Pail.
It's your weekly friendship podcast about life.
Culture.
And definitely not us.
I'm Jackie, your resident queer, non-binary, they, she, POC, POS.
Hell yeah, girl! I love it. I'm Jill, and I'm so excited that I forgot that I'm supposed to talk next.
Hi, Jill.
Hi, how are you, Jackie?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good, actually.
Well, that makes me delighted.
Yeah, you know, the beauty of pronouns is unlike HRT or surgery, they're not permanent.
I love it.
So I'm gonna slip these shoes on for a little bit and see how they feel.
The she shoes?
The she That's like how I used to pronounce sushi.
Shushish? Shushish and sashimish.
I'll take 2 shoes, please. With tuna.
Tobiko, it's my favorite fish. I mean, my favorite egg. Dang it, I ruined it.
So I was at the dinosaur party.
Oh, yeah.
And I realized that there's actually 2 people there that have always used she, her with me. And I've never corrected them because I'd never really, I don't mind. Mm-hmm. But as they were introducing me to new people, because there's a lot of new people that I met, I guess they were telling people she, her. So like I was she, heard all fucking night by a bunch of strangers, and it was wonderful.
Well, I think that's a pretty good indication, you know, that it made you feel good, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah. So let's try these on for a little bit. They're a little tight, but I think I'll break them in. Yeah.
Well, I think they look cute.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the receipt just in case.
I mean, that's just practical, you know.
Right.
I support you. So,
how you doing, Boo?
Oh, me?
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask how the dinosaur party went.
It was absolutely wonderful. Super, super fun.
Good.
Yeah. The shirt went over really well.
Oh, good.
It's interesting. I had this thought while I was there. I was like, okay, one of the reasons why I feel like this shirt might offend people is that if anyone else was wearing the shirt, it would be offensive. If some random cis guy walked in and was wearing that shirt, it would be offensive, right?
Yes.
But it immediately was not offending anyone, which told me this is because I'm an overthinker, right away I was like, oh, this is wonderful. Even everyone here knows, even the strangers that have never met me before, they know that this is not offensive because they know that I'm trans.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not perceiving me as a cis male. They see me as a trans person, which is wonderful, which I think for someone as early as I am in my transition, that's great. I want people to know that I'm trans.
Yeah.
But I was also thinking, like, if it was like later in my transition, like, I don't want people to know I'm trans. Like, that's like, so it's kind of like weird. It was like, oh, this is wonderful. People know that I'm trans. But at the same time, I was like, oh, people know that I'm trans.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I guess if, like, ultimately, you know, your hope your goal, your wish is to pass, then maybe that isn't as
Yeah.
what you want.
Which now is it funny, but just like me overthinking, I was like,
Yeah,
that's really interesting. That's like really good and kind of sucky at the same time.
Baby steps.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But people liked it. It was pretty funny. I told everyone the joke about how I was fully committed to being canceled tonight. Everyone thought that was funny, and
Good.
people kept saying, "Have you been canceled yet?" And I kept on saying no, but I'm gonna keep trying.
Yeah. You do try.
There was one really awkward moment where I went outside to greet one of my friends, and she was dressed up as a pterodactyl, which was awesome. And we both walked into the house, and I'd already been through the house, and I'd met a few people. And one of the guys that I had met, who was a little drunk, came to the door, and there was like some joking banter between the three of us. And he was like, "Just what we need, a pterodactyl and a tranny. Come on in." And I was like, in my head, I was like, "Oh, yikes." And my friend, who's a pterodactyl, looked at me like eyes super wide, like, "Oh, fuck." And I was thinking, like, okay, so for people that are not in the know, like, obviously he didn't mean anything bad, but people that are not in the know, like, I've kind of given people an opportunity to call me a tranny with this shirt.
That's true.
Which it's not great.
It's not great.
But I thought it was funny, but
okay. Well, that's good. Wouldn't it be funny if you wore that shirt and then that guy got canceled?
You know what's funny? I think we made that joke. Like, my friend and I were like, "Fuck that guy. We hate that guy. You can't say tranny. How dare you? Only I can say tranny."
That's funny.
It was funny.
Well,
It was funny.
Learned his lesson in that awkward silence.
I didn't say anything. Maybe I should have, but he didn't. I know that he didn't mean any harm. It's just, it sucks because the only reason I would say something is so that he wouldn't make the mistake of saying that to anyone else.
To someone else.
You can't offend me. Like, I'm not going to be offended, but don't ever say that to someone else.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah. Well, maybe he'll listen to this episode and then he'll know.
God, I hope not.
Oh. I just want everybody to listen to us every day.
No, yeah, same actually. I think we might actually have some new listeners. There was a dog walker friend of mine that I shared the podcast with. So she's super cool. Shout out to Patricia if you're listening. I doubt it, but I just kind of mentioned it in passing. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I actually did probably drunkenly tell someone at the party about my podcast.
Yeah.
So shout out to people. Jessica as well.
Well, if there are any new listeners here, welcome. And I've heard, a couple of people at least have gone back and listened to the archives. So I want to thank all of those people as well.
Hell yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you. I actually had this feeling after I shared both with Jessica and Patricia. I was like, oh, fuck, what did I talk about? It's going to be like really raunchy. Like, I don't ever tell people that when they're like, what's your podcast about? And I'm like, oh, it's just two friends like catching up. We talk about current events and like queer stuff. But we also are fucking raunchy and we curse a lot. And I never mention that. And like, some people they're not gonna like that.
Yeah, I tell people to recommend it to all of their friends unless their friends are like very nice people, and then not them. Like, don't recommend it to like your grandma or your
right,
Catholic auntie. But like my Catholic auntie, maybe.
Right. If you got a cool auntie.
Yeah, it just depends.
Yeah. So overall, that party was a huge success. It was so much fun. It was up till 5 a.m. type of party. So.
Oh, damn. Well, good. I'm so glad you had fun.
Yeah, me too. I really needed that. What a blast.
Yay.
How was your weekend? Did you party down as well?
I was just going to say, I don't know if this counts as a party, but my mom and I babysat my nephew on Friday,
Oh, snap. Hell
which
yeah. Bust out the tequila.
it doesn't sound that exciting, but it's really, really, really exciting because we've been super strict about our COVID contact because my mom and her partner are high risk, and Jake and I are at least medium, if not high risk for severe illness. So it's been kind of a scary time for us, and we've been like spending time with people outside and not hugging each other for a year. So like I've been around my nephew, but he's just 2 and maybe almost 2.5. And I really I wasn't sure if he knew me.
Oh, yeah.
So like it was kind of a big deal. So also my brother and his wife got to like go be with other adults and like go out to eat, which they
Oh,
hadn't
shit.
done in a year. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
so it was like a kind of a big deal. It was a big night for all of us. And so my mom and I kind of tag teamed, and I ended up reading like a bunch of stories to him, and he came and sat on my lap, and like he's just sort of starting, like he knows a lot of words, but he's not really speaking in sentences yet, and he's starting to repeat things.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're reading a book and he says, "Oh no," about something, and I'm like, "Yikes." And he looks at me and he's like, "Yikes." I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
"I
fucking
just
cute.
taught you that." So like it was a lot of fun. It's very emotional in my heart, but I didn't like cry at him or anything. He thought I was normal. He didn't know. I was just like so relieved that he like instantly warmed up to me, just like brought a book over and sat right on my knee like we're friends. We're going to do this. And I was like, "Oh my god, thank God we're friends."
That is actually really, really sweet. I
Yeah.
love that.
Thank you. And we played with his little Cabbage Patch doll. He calls her baby Callie.
Yes, we
That
love Callie.
She's so cute. And that's not the name that she came with. And I think he might have named her that. So
Oh,
that's,
interesting.
yeah, also very cute. My brother will FAP check us on that one.
Okay.
But he like brought me her clothes to dress her up and stuff because she was all naked. It was really fun.
Oh, that's so fucking cute.
Yeah, we had a great time. So yeah, I had a good weekend. I don't think I said it, but I'm officially fully vaccinated. That's why I was able to babysit.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then I worked a little bit this weekend, which is less exciting, but overtime, right? Am I right, baby?
Overtime, am I right? Yeah, I remember overtime.
Am I right? Not self-employed people? Hell yeah.
Overtime, when you work extra but don't make any extra. That's what overtime means to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what it meant to me when I worked at wherever I worked that I was salaried. Domino's, Barnes & Noble.
So 2 quick relatable notes. I talked to my mom the other day, and her and my sister and the twins and her husband, they're actually moving back to Washington temporarily.
Okay.
And last time I talked to my mom, she was like, Joe, who's my sister's husband, has given me permission to visit the kids, which is wonderful, but okay, thank
What?
you.
But wait, given you permission?
Well, because we you remember we talked about like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if like my sister wants me around her kids or not.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was like, yeah, Joe says that you can come visit us, which I thought was fucking weird. That's fucking weird. But at the same time, wonderful. I get to go see my niece and nephew now.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm sorry. I was like not totally following, and I thought Joe was giving your mom permission, and I was like, doesn't she live with them? I got just like so mixed up right away, but it didn't
No.
even.
My sister's husband has given me permission to visit my niece and nephew.
Super duper. But that makes you feel very welcome.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my
So
God.
here's another funny thing that happened. I was on the phone with my mom, and they're all in this hotel because they're like temporarily staying in a hotel before they move back to Washington. And my mom is like, "Hey, kids, come say hi." And the boy comes up and he takes my mom's phone, and I'm just hearing this. He's not even talking to me yet. I'm hearing this in the background, and he's going. My mom says something like, "Just listen. They're right there. Like, what are you looking at?" And apparently he's looking at the phone, and he goes, "Who's Jackie? Who's Jackie?" And my mom's like, "Oh, that's my son." And the boy's like, "Wait, you have 3 kids? You have 3 kids?" And they're like, "No, that's John." And he's like, "Oh, it's Uncle John?" And I'm like, just talk to me, please. Just talk to me, please.
Oh my god.
It was really kind of awkward, but so it's gonna be more awkward once I have the opportunity to visit them in person.
Yeah. Sock.
Looking forward to that. But here's the thing: I sort of decided in my head. I was like, "Oh, that's really cute." I'm not, and I don't even expect this from my mom either. Like, if you want to call me John, that's fine. If you want to call me Uncle, that's fine. I'm gonna try not to let that bother me, because this is my family, and I would rather not make a big splash if I'm being allowed to hang out with the children. I'm not gonna make a big splash. Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to be able to see them.
Yeah. I think, whatever works for you and like makes your anxiety about the situation as little as possible is the right choice.
Listen, they're gonna have questions. I don't look like Uncle John.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can answer those questions.
And I'm gonna answer them. Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to be there to be able to answer them.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's a really good way to look at it. You're setting yourself up for success, I think.
Right. So I'm looking at August.
Ooh. You want to stay at my house?
Maybe.
Okay.
We can talk about that later. But the other thing that was relatable was I got my first vaccine this morning, actually.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a breeze. I was in and out.
Yeah.
Through Kaiser. The only awkward part was the woman asked me to pull my pants back up. I told her, I'm sorry, I'm just so used to yeah. My arm's a little sore, but other than that, I feel fantastic.
Good. Which one did you get?
I got the Pfizer.
Nice.
I was telling another dog walker today, she had the Pfizer, and she was like, "Yeah, the first one was great for me too, and the second one fucked me up."
Yeah, I've heard that from some people.
Maybe I take the day off.
It's probably a good idea to plan for it. Yeah. Are you already scheduled for your second dose? You know when it's going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I feel like a monster today. I'm going to the gym. I feel fucking fantastic.
Yeah, the first one generally is less severe than the second one, but it totally depends on the person. What was I going to say about it? Probably take the day after off, not necessarily the day of.
Oh, okay.
Most people, it's like 24 hours later when the symptoms start.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So
maybe I'll do advice. That. Or at least I'll give my clients a heads up and say that I might take this day off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, if you feel fine, that's great. Like Jake's mom, I think they got the Pfizer as well. And after her second dose, she was like working in the garden the next day. And like she never really did have any harsh side effects from it. But his dad was laid up for like 3 or 4 days.
No shit.
Yeah. So it's seems super random.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any difference between if you've already had it or not. Because I don't know. I got really sick the February before,
Oh, right. Yeah, right before. Like when it definitely was already community spreading, but they told us it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. So, that's true. If you haven't been tested for antibodies, that I don't know if that impacts your immune response or not.
Yeah, it might be good. We won't know. But yeah, I should take some caution at least.
Yeah. Always good idea to at least prepare.
Yeah.
Well, cool. That's all very exciting stuff.
Yeah, I know that you asked if we could record earlier today, but I was like, yesterday was so busy, and I honestly feel like I've been busy for like all week, including through the weekend. I haven't been in the gym in like 6 days because I've been getting laser treatments.
Oh yeah.
And you're not supposed to work out. And I even had speech therapy scheduled before we recorded today, and I rescheduled so that I could go to the gym because I felt like I
You
hadn't been in the
needed
gym in
to.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no worries. I just worked through lunch today and I do that a lot and it's just like I need to not do that, you know? I need to take a
yeah.
break. Um and so I was having a headache and it was getting worse, so I just asked the team if I could call it a day since I skipped lunch again and they were like, "Yeah, get on out of here, sister." They don't talk like that. That was weird.
No, you come back tomorrow, you hear?
Shoot. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know I was around in case it worked better for your schedule, but I appreciate that we were even able to start a few minutes early because then that means I eat dinner earlier and I love that.
Yay.
Yeah.
I went yesterday. I wasn't able to go. I was gonna go to the gym yesterday, but I wasn't able to go because I found the perfect loft bed that I want for my new place
Mm.
that retails $300. I was gonna buy it at IKEA for $300, but I found it for $50.
What?
Yeah, I just had to take it apart myself, and the bitch did make me take it apart by myself while her and her friends had like Trulies in the other room, which is kind of weird. But I did get myself the perfect loft bed for $50 yesterday.
You had to take. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
she sold me on it too. She was like, I was gonna take it apart, but like, it would have been confusing for you to put it back together without the instructions. So I figured I'd let you take it apart. That way, you know how it goes back together. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. And she was like with me for like 2 minutes, and she was like, "Do you mind if I go have Trulies with my friends?" She's very specific. I was like, "Well, no, that's fine. Go for it."
Trulies are like those like sparkling alcoholic beverages,
Oh
right?
yeah, they're delicious. I love them. I wish she would have offered.
Yeah, at least one. Shoot.
Yeah, I was working. Shit, give me a drink.
Honestly, that's super fucking funny. But I'm glad you got a deal.
Yeah, I got a great deal. So I'm really, really excited about that. I did have to like move it all into my place now because I'm not in the new place yet.
Yeah.
So it's like sitting here in this house before I moved into the new one. But now I don't have to worry about fucking spending $300 at IKEA, which is wonderful. Now I can maybe even spend a little bit more on a mattress.
Ooh, yeah. Are you just wait, what are you doing with your bed that you own right now?
I'm gonna have to sell it. It's
Oh.
queen.
Oh, okay. All right, so is
And
the loft full?
yeah, the loft's a full.
Yeah, I guess in a small room that makes more sense.
Yeah. I'm also I've been like obsessed with, not my weekly obsession, but I've been obsessed with like floor plans and like layouts and like how I'm gonna fucking set up that room.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna cut down the loft bed so it's a little bit shorter, so there's like a little bit more sunlight in the room and it
Oh,
looks bigger,
yeah.
but still have enough room to like have my desk underneath.
Mm-hmm.
And then like build a little ramp for Uggs to get out. I'm really excited. It's gonna be great.
I'm excited for you too. That's really smart. You probably don't need this, but I use an app that I would recommend to anyone called Magic Plan for planning room layouts.
Oh yes, I love that. I want it.
Yeah. You can
I'm
put
gonna
in
get
like
that.
the dimensions of your room, the dimensions of the windows, where the door is. You can put in objects and change the dimensions of those and like physically move them around. Like you literally create a floor plan. It's been
That's
so
literally
helpful.
exactly what I need. I've been using this website, which is buggy, so that's perfect. What's it called? Magic Plan?
Magic Plan. I am not 100% sure that the same app exists on Android. Fingers crossed, but I have it on
Okay.
iOS and it's the most helpful.
I'll look into it later.
Cool.
You want to hear a awkward story?
Always.
So last week, I decided I would try out the brand new Planet Fitness
Mm.
that just opened in downtown Oakland. It's a few blocks from my new place. So before I left, I was like, before I left, so when I go to my current gym, 24 Hour Fitness, like I know a lot of people there. I hang out all the time. It would be would be weird if I just like had my breast forms on.
Gotcha.
Because when I work out, I wear one shirt. It's tight fitting.
Yeah.
Like if all of a sudden I just came with breast forms,
You feel
I'd have
like
to answer
people
a
would
bunch of questions.
notice and you
Yeah.
didn't want to deal with that.
So to go along with the whole just finding new friends
Yeah.
when you're transitioning, like I'm going to a new gym.
Yeah.
So I put my breast forms on. I go and I walk up, and this poor boy who's like helping me, he's giving me a tour, and he kind of like he kind of like hovers around the locker rooms like waiting for me. And my dumb ass like doesn't do anything, and I'm just like awkward. And so he's like, all right, come with me, and he leads me into the men's locker room, and we go in, and it's just really uncomfortable because there's like a bunch of men in there, and I look pretty good. I like look very femme. And he's like, you could tell that he's like feeling very awkward about the whole thing too.
Mm-hmm.
And then we walk out, and then the rest of the tour is like super awkward. And it was just, I should have just told him, like, I don't plan on using the locker rooms.
Yeah.
That's like my bad. I should have said something, but I was already just like sort of flustered, and he was flustered too. I feel so bad for him.
I feel bad for you both.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm not joining that gym.
Yeah, probably a good call.
I just did a short little workout, and then I was supposed to check in with him before I left, and I just didn't. I just left.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Ugh.
But
Oh,
you know,
so awkward.
learning experience.
Yep.
You can communicate up front.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
But
on the plus side, I just remembered I walked to Walgreens last night, and there's a really sweet boy there that works like maybe 1 or 2 days a week named Emmanuel, and he's always so friendly. He was like, "Hey, can I ask you your pronouns?" And I was like, oh, "Of course you can. That's so sweet. Thank you."
that's really, really nice.
Yeah, he's so nice, and he's kind of cute.
Manuel.
Yeah, and I was like, "What are yours?" And he was like shy about it. He was like, "Oh, I don't really. You can use whatever you want, but most people use he." And I was like, "That's okay. It's super cute."
I really like this love story.
Yeah, I like him too. He's my Walgreens crush.
Oh man, I wish there was anyone worthy of a crush at my Walgreens. No offense, Walgreens.
Yeah, sorry to our Walgreens listeners in Bremerton.
Yeah. I mean, maybe there are crush-worthy people and they just aren't on shift when I'm there. I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, is there going to be a Walgreens in walking distance of your new place?
There's not a Walgreens, but there is a liquor store that has a lot of really good shit. I mean, I mostly only go to this Walgreens to get like trail mix or like Arizona iced tea.
And those are great things to get at Walgreens. I just feel like having one walking distance from your house is great. I'm sad that you're not going to get to see Emmanuel as much.
Yeah, no, I will miss Emmanuel, but the liquor store that's closer to my new place has more things that I than I want than Walgreens.
Does it also have trail mix?
Oh yeah, it's like a regular,
it's like a little,
store,
like a bodega.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
We don't have those here.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. I guess I forget about that. They're everywhere here.
Yeah, that makes sense. When you say liquor store, it's like, I just think of only liquor.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's what it is here. Because if you go to like a regular, like a quick stop, or what else do you call those? A convenience store, which we do have. They have beer and wine, but they don't have liquor.
Yeah. I forget now. I mean, it's coming back to me.
Yeah. I know, in different states. I always forget, like, we're in the same country and we're on the same coast, so it feels like everything's the same. But then, like, you guys don't have teriyaki, and, like, we guys don't have liquor stores that also mean convenience stores.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fuck up some teriyaki in August.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
Chip.
One other thing I did tell you, but I didn't tell our listeners, and maybe this is oversharing, but when I went and changed my drugs, they prescribed me topical T gel,
Oh yeah.
testosterone gel to help with my libido. And I went to go pick it up, and it was like almost $300. So still no boners on my end.
Shit.
I know. It's
That
like
sucks.
it's like the ultimate fucking chastity play.
$300.
Just to get off.
So
Not worth
rude.
it. So I'm just waiting. I've just been like staring at my dick, poking it with a stick. Like, do something.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome, new listeners.
Yeah, I hope you're happy that you made this choice today.
You got anything else to share?
Not really. Pretty good, but a kind of uneventful week. You know, the usual.
Okay. Well, let's head on over to the Cork Bork.
All right, let's go.
Oh, how my heart yearns for the battlefield. The blood, the stench, the black and blue. Oh, how my heart yearns for the battlefield. That field that brought my heart to you.
All right. Do you have any, did we get any questions?
We do have sort of like a never-ending pile of questions from Nardo, and here's one of those.
Hell yeah. Nardo, the real MVP.
Fuck yeah. If you could live as a background character in any movie universe, what universe would it be? Oh, what movie would it be? For example, if you wanted to live in a quaint seaside town where you may not want to go swimming, pick Jaws.
Okay.
The example's helpful. I appreciate how thoughtful Nardo is.
Let's see. I've got it.
Tell me.
I would live in the Purge universe.
Oh my god.
For reasons that I can't talk about.
What? That's so dark and twisty. You're really not going to give a reason?
Well, I think it's implied, but I can't say because then people would know that I want to murder. Oh!
I mean, I've never seen The Purge, but it's like one day your crime is legal or something.
Yeah, and there's like everything is legal for a night.
It's curious to me because I don't actually think that everything being legal for one night would make people murder people.
It's like a way for people to like get those tendencies out of their system. Do you know what I mean? So I would love to live in the Purge universe, and I would spend all fucking night fucking jaywalking because I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, you did grow up in the Northwest.
Just back and forth, just jaywalking. Oh, God, that would feel so good. Just get that out of my system once a year. Hell yeah. Oh.
I hate waiting to cross the street at a stoplight.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. It's terrible.
I would, you know what I would do? I'd donate blood. That's illegal for me.
Oh, no.
I can't donate blood. I would do that on Purge night.
Oh my gosh, that makes me upset.
What would you do if there were no laws?
Oh, just the same stuff I always do.
Oh, come on.
Just nothing.
You wouldn't steal a Snickers or a Reese's peanut butter cup?
Okay, actually, yeah, I might steal some shit because I do believe that corporations are inherently evil.
I would attempt to dine and dash, but the people at the diner would be like, they would just know. They would know. Imagine that fucking diner's open, and they're like, God, everyone dine and dashes tonight. No one pays.
I still feel like I would pay at a restaurant. You know, like I feel like that's different. Unless it's like Applebee's, I'd just tip my server. Just say, "You put this in your pocket, son."
You know I'm not paying for this, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I just like I don't like to get in trouble. So it just feels
But that's the thing, you wouldn't get in trouble.
I know, but I also don't like to do things that like are bad or feel wrong.
Like jaywalking.
Like, well, jaywalking it just depends. Like if it's safe, if I'm not endangering anyone, I would I would jaywalk.
Okay.
Don't tell. It's not purge day.
Okay.
If I had to live in a movie universe, I think I'm gonna go with. I'm trying to think of a movie I like where like it's not a whole bunch of people just getting like murdered by aliens and stuff. Because those universes are scary. Ooh, Popeye, the weird one with Robin Williams.
Oh, okay.
I got inceptioned because Nardo said quaint seaside town. But that set where like everything's on wooden planks and it's like it's so whimsical and I just like have always wanted to go there, you know? I think I'd like
that.
Yeah, I'd like to be an observer of all the like bar fights and like Popeye punching someone and like lifting them off the ground with just his fist.
I like where your head's at. In the same sort of sense, I would say something like Moulin Rouge, that type of world, or like the New Great Gatsby with Leo, like where everything's so vibrant and colorful and dance party-ish.
Yeah, maybe like Amelie, because then like you're in Paris, but like all the greens are extra bright for some reason.
Or like Pan's Labyrinth, where everything's beautiful, but there's also monsters.
I don't want the monsters, but yeah, it would be cool. There's so many good choices. I should have given this more thought.
Same.
All right. Well, thanks, Nardo.
Yeah, thanks, Nardo. Great question again.
Always with the good questions. Remember, everyone, if you want to ask us a question or tell us a thing, just send an email to questions@fetchapale.com.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money on that, so...
Yeah, I think it was like $12 for 2 years, so...
We have a legit email address that we need you to email.
Yeah, if you don't email it, it's just... I just have to send all these things that say message has no content to the junk folder, you know? Am I the only one who gets those? It's like spam emails, but the spam is just in the subject line and the body is empty. I don't know. Is our email haunted?
Maybe how would anyone have that email? Why are we getting spam emailed? I'm getting spammed on Instagram, like people that want to promote us. Like I sent you the thing. Someone wants to work together with us to promote their ball shaver.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I could use a ball shaver, but it's not like real. I get those on the other podcast account too. They're like, this like lady business, yay, women, but it's, you know, they have 0 followers and it's like a fake account.
Yeah.
I wish we got real ones.
I know. How do you know when they're real? Some other company, it was like a sort of sexy goth clothing company, sent me a message on Instagram, and all of their models are like trans, and I'm like, do you really like me?
They might. It is kind of hard to tell. I don't really know. I guess it's the ones that I think are fake could be real, and they're just like bad at it. Don't know.
Yeah. All right. Anyways,
send us emails.
Yeah, send us.
Send
emails.
us.
Hit me with some FAP checks, would you?
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that you have one particular thing in that old fat bag of yours. The bag where you keep the faps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, I only have 4 things, which makes, and I don't know, they don't seem like things that you would care about, so we'll see.
Okay.
Okay, at the beginning, I couldn't remember the word misophonia. I instead said mesothelioma, which I knew was wrong, but here's what both of those things mean. First of all, mesothelioma, it's all those commercials during like old people game shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, you may be entitled to compensation.
Exactly, So it's a tumor of the tissue that lines the lungs, stomach, heart, and other organs, and it's caused by asbestos exposure. Which is why they want you to sue people about it, and that's why there's always lawyers promoting things about it. It's also like hella deadly.
Yeah.
So anyway, bummer. Misophonia is a strong reaction to specific sounds. It may cause a reaction to sounds such as dripping water, chewing, snapping gum, or repetitive noises such as pencil tapping. And it makes people like rage out, or like sometimes it makes them nauseous. It's like an extreme reaction.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it makes you like, sometimes if you kind of have it under control, you're like, well, I'm like irritable because of this thing. But like, there's some famous people who have it. Sarah Silverman, very notably, has really bad misophonia, especially with chewing. So that's a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know who else had misophonia? Is Donald Duck.
What?
There was a cartoon where there was like a faucet dripping in it while I was trying to sleep, and he went absolutely mad from like the drip drip drop. Good old Donald.
That's fucking a hella cute reference, and I'm glad you made it. And that would drive me crazy too. You know what though? I might have misophonia a little bit.
Yeah, mild case.
Yeah. Anytime the house does like house noises, I'm like, what was that noise?
I have misophilia, where if I hear something really annoying, I get a boner. Shout out to my ex, Steven.
Gotta tell you, that's probably funnier if you know him. It's good either way. Oh, Steven. I forgot he was a person. Anyway, next thing. I did look up why you wake up early after you drink.
Oh, before you get to that, I just actually screenshotted my fucking sleep patterns for the last week since I've started drinking.
Yeah.
And although I did say that it fixed my sleep schedule because I'm getting up before my alarm, I'm only getting like 6 hours of sleep a night. But I do feel refreshed.
Well, I'm glad you feel refreshed. I might be able to shine a little bit of light on that situation.
Yeah, hit me.
When you drink, your body stops producing glutamine, but it doesn't stop using it. When the alcohol is cleared from your system, your body realizes it's lacking glutamine in a major way, and this causes your body to quickly produce and distribute glutamine, let me say that more times, through the body to make up for the imbalance. The glutamine rush has a stimulatory effect that can wake you up.
Okay.
The other interesting thing is you go into deep sleep faster. So there's like REM sleep, REM, which you're probably familiar with, which for some reason I thought REM sleep was the deep sleep, but actually non-REM sleep tends to be the deeper sleep where you're not dreaming.
I learned that from my Fitbit.
Oh, thanks, Fitbit. Yeah, so you go into a deeper sleep faster, and it's also harder to cycle into REM when you've got alcohol in your system.
I see.
So you sleep deeper and shorter because of the glutamine situation, and you get less REM cycles. And so they call it disrupted sleep. So it's ultimately less restorative, but it also, if you're normally getting disrupted sleep, I can see how 6 hours of a deep sleep would probably feel better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh my God, that's so interesting. This actually reminds me, I remember one of my dreams. Actually, I don't remember specifics, but I never ever remember my dreams.
Yeah.
But I do remember waking up knowing that I had been sobbing
Oh,
in my dream.
oh no.
But
I
it was like
hate that.
but it was like a good cry.
Oh, okay, good. Whew. But that's all
But
you remember about it?
not like a good cry, not that I was crying about happy things, but that I was crying about sad things, but I really needed to let that cry out.
Gotcha.
But it was in a dream. So maybe I still need to do that.
You might be holding on to some shit.
Yeah, seriously.
Gosh, whenever I'm crying in dreams, it's like, oh, it's such a desperate situation, and I wake up feeling insane. It's never like a good cry. It's always like a desperate, like sad, terrified cry. I don't know.
I think it was about trans stuff. Like almost certainly, because that's all I ever think about. So
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's kind of the biggest thing going on right now.
yeah. Anyways, continue.
Well, the last thing I have is that Nikki Blonsky came out in October on her friend's Instagram Live, but people weren't sure if she was coming out or if they understood her correctly, so she made that TikTok to clarify that yes, she's gay. So you are right that the TikTok was like her coming out declaration. She had briefly mentioned it publicly before that, but it is recent news.
I see.
And that's all I got.
All right, then I got a quick FAP Check Express that I just looked up. I actually read about it earlier today, and I was thinking, oh, Jill's probably going to talk about this. But bushwhacking was a form of guerrilla warfare common during the American Revolutionary War, the War of 1812, and the American Civil War. It's like a style. It's like a tactic of warfare.
You know what? I can't. Shoot. Bushwhack was on my list, and it didn't make it into my final notes, and I don't know how it happened.
The term bushwhacking is still in use today to describe ambushes done with the aim of attrition.
Oh, I don't totally know what attrition means.
Well, that's for next week. Tune in next week when Jill FAP checks attrition.
Okay, so I did also look up bushwhack, and the other thing that it can mean is to live or travel through. This is from my memory, not from writing it down, obviously, through the wilderness. So like,
yeah. So what I was thinking.
Yeah. So you can, it's like a North American and Australian term. So you can like bushwhack through the outback would be a thing. It definitely doesn't mean that you're tired.
Well, all right, sick. Thanks for the fab. Go and close up that bag of yours.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. It's got those handy little ties. You know, you just pull them and it cinches closed.
Nice.
Throw it over my shoulder.
Drawstring fat bag.
Yep. Cool. I couldn't remember the words drawstring. That one word or two. I don't even know. Good Lord.
All right, let me hit you with a quick obsessione.
Yes, tell me.
I had this really I stopped by Bevmo before my first laser appointment because I like to have a little bit of the sauce beforehand because it's painful.
Sure.
And I found this 4-pack of this beverage called Babe. And the one that I got is a Pinot Grigio, and they're like there's like a 4-pack can of like bubbly Pinot Grigio, and it was so fucking good. This is my new drink of the summer. I've been fucking them up. They're super tasty. They're brewed at a brewery called Yas Queen or something like that. There's like a cute little saying on the side. I can't remember what it said, but it's really cute. They're basically made for me. And I love them, and they're tasty. And 3 of them is equivalent to 1 bottle of wine, and then you have the 4th can, which is like the perfect amount for me.
Oh, well, I guess that answers my question about how drinking again is going.
Yeah, it's going well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm really good at drinking again. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's what I mean. Well,
Okay,
good. That
sick.
sounds fun and delicious and refreshing for summertime.
Yeah.
I have a 4-pack of some kind of sparkling wine that I got, I'm going to say, at a baby shower. That doesn't sound right, but it was in Aberdeen. It was like there were two prizes to choose from, and I looked in the bags, and one of them had beer and the other one had wine. And Jake doesn't drink. I don't drink very often. But my cousin won the other prize, and I was like, he's not going to want this wine. He's going to want that beer. So I took the wine one, and I still have this 4-pack of sparkling wine in the back of my pantry. And now I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's actually maybe it's that stuff, but I don't think it is. I don't know what brand it is.
It's probably not. I think it's fairly new, but I bet you whatever's in the back of your pantry probably tastes delicious.
Well, maybe I'll have some this weekend. You don't know.
I don't. You got any obsesiones?
I'm really not obsessed with anything lately, but I would say I've been spending a lot of time and money on eyelashes. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That does count.
It does. I think it does count. So this was my obsession several weeks ago, was the the magnetic lashes. But I have I just have trouble applying the magnetic liner well. It's very sticky, and it's really, really hard to take off. And my eyes are pretty sensitive, so I don't want to have to rub oil-based makeup remover all over my eye for 20 minutes to get it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've been trying Lashify, which is basically a home lash extension kit. And it's supposed to be a lot more gentle on your lashes. And honestly, they look great. But
they really do. You've been sending me pics and you look fucking fantastic.
Oh my God, thank you. And I enjoy putting them on. There's something weirdly satisfying about it. But they're supposed to last several days, and I cannot get them to last more than one day. And they are so expensive. So I'm obsessed with figuring out how to make Lashify work for me, because I really like how they look. And I like the ones that I have on right now. It looks like my natural lashes with mascara, but better. Because the last few times I put mascara on, it just looks kind of clumpy and goopy, and my eyelashes are not doing what I want them to. And then I also have that problem where I get the makeup rub off underneath my eyes.
Yeah.
My eyeliner doesn't bleed like that, but my mascara always does. So, I don't know. It's just been a fun way to feel pretty. And I like it. I'm super into it. And I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to keep doing it because it's not sustainable. So I did just buy a stronger glue. And I slept last night with these lashes on. Only one section fell off, and I re-glued it this morning, and they've been fine all day. So we'll see.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted.
I struggle with my eyelashes too.
Just not doing what you want?
Yeah, my eyelashes just stick out. I'll fucking, no matter how much I curl them, no matter what mascara, no matter what sort of pre-mascara I put on.
Mm-hmm.
But even if I get right out of the shower and I'll heat up my eyelash curler and make it hot and do that for a whole fucking minute, it'll still fall.
Yeah, they just want to be straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a perm.
Yeah, I mean, you probably could do that. I think that's a thing.
Yeah, I have someone in Bremerton that...
August.
Oh, fuck, August. Yes! Yes!
How exciting. Yeah, well, I'll let you...
Right.
I mean, I'll let you know how these go. I think, they make different ones for different, eye and eyelash shapes. So they might have ones that are more specific for... if you have straight lashes. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But these, I mean, they go underneath your natural lashes. So I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'll make sure that I have extra. Maybe when you're in town, you can just try mine.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Sick. All right.
Fun.
Give me some science.
Okay. It's a weird one. I got a fucking weird one for you.
Okay.
So I don't know how this came up, but last night Jake was like, yeah. Haven't you ever heard of that thing, trepanning? And I was like, trepanning? What the hell is that? I looked it up, and it is a surgical intervention in which a hole is drilled into the human skull.
Mm.
The intentional perforation of the cranium exposes the brain to treat health problems related to intracranial diseases or to release pressure buildup from an injury or blood buildup.
Yeah, but doctors would even say the release of pressure could be used to heal all sorts of different things. People will do this for all sorts of stupid things.
You've heard of this?
Oh yeah.
Yes, people think, okay, so yeah. Let me start by saying in the ancient times, the like Neolithic times, it kind of made sense. Like they didn't have modern surgeries, but like if you didn't treat head trauma at all, you'd probably die. So like they might drill a hole in your skull to release like literal pressure on your brain, and that could save a life. But they also would do it because they thought if you were like a crazy person, that if they drilled a hole in your head, that the evil spirits could escape out of it.
I believe that it's been used for homosexuality.
I wouldn't be surprised. In what I was reading, that didn't come up, but it did say that it was a precursor to the lobotomy. And I know that there's been like, anything that is considered out of the normal has been treated in like really horrific ways, including, shock therapy and lobotomies and stuff like that. So you're probably right. Is that why you've heard of it?
Maybe. I think I looked into one, actually.
No. I mean, they don't just do it anymore. It's like fringy pseudoscience people, and they mostly do it to themselves.
Yeah. I think I've actually seen a documentary that maybe wasn't about it, but talked about it.
That's interesting. Jake's pretty sure he's seen a documentary about it. I'm sure there are documentaries that reference it, but it's just like, I had never heard of this at all. It's so strange to me that it's something you both know about. But maybe I'm the weird one.
And then I think it's also sometimes referenced in like exorcism movies.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. I don't watch those.
Yeah.
I do have some more information about it.
Okay.
Because mostly it's like ancient and primitive, but to me it's the modern stuff that's like super spooky and weird.
Yeah.
So anyway, evidence suggests that trepanation was a primitive emergency surgery after head wounds to remove shattered bits of bone from a fractured skull and clean out the blood that often pools under the skull. That's a hard word for some reason. After a blow to the head or some other head injury. They also... I should really have my computer closer to my face. I cannot see it. Okay, so in more modern times, there's this guy in 1965 whose name, by the way, is Hugo Hughes, which, whatever. Name your kids better things. He's one of the most prominent advocates of trepanning, and he drilled a hole in his own head with a dentist drill as a publicity stunt. He claimed that it increased the blood volume to the brain and thereby enhances cerebral metabolism in a manner similar to cerebral vasodilators such as ginkgo biloba. So this is where I was like, why would you not just take ginkgo biloba?
Well, I think he makes a lot of sense. I think I would sign up.
The claims are unsubstantiated. Shocking. I also read an article by this woman who had her friend do it to her in frickin' 1996 in England. Like, people are just drilling holes in their own heads.
I feel like there's a cult. There's like a cult group of people that do believe in this and that do it.
Yeah, it's a thing, I guess. And it's like, I don't know. They think that the oxygen or the blood, like none of it makes sense. But I did read about it for like several hours today. It's like so fascinating to me. Like the regular things that people think are like so crazy, like conspiracy theorists, I think especially, are like unwilling to believe super normal things that we have a lot of evidence to support, but they're the same people who would like drill a hole in their own head because it makes them feel better.
Right.
Anyway, that was my story about a word I learned yesterday.
Cool. Thanks for the science.
Yeah.
Queer Corner is, Sam Smith got some queer tattoo and Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor of California.
Oh my
That's
God.
it.
Wait. I think I saw a post about the Caitlyn Jenner thing because it's Billy Porter wearing that hat with the fringe and like closing the curtains in front of his face.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know this GIF?
Yes.
Okay, so I think it was Billy Porter posted that on Instagram and was like, me when I heard Caitlyn Jenner's running for governor. Like,
Yeah.
I'm hiding now.
Yeah.
This doesn't need to happen.
Nobody likes the queer community doesn't like Caitlyn Jenner, just to be clear.
Well, Caitlyn Jenner, prior to coming out as a trans woman, was not an ally. Like,
oh, very problematic. Yeah.
Yes.
One thing that I will say is that the everyone's been very respectful and definitely respect Caitlyn Jenner and her pronouns and her as a trans woman.
Yeah.
But she's terrible. She sucks.
She sucks.
Yeah.
And
we don't like her.
Her political beliefs are very bad and very conservative, and would be greatly detrimental to many people in the queer community.
I want to read you this news headline.
Okay.
Gavin Newsom, who's our current governor, Gavin Newsom fights back against Caitlyn Jenner by announcing he too is transgender.
Oh, that's funny.
This is a fake website, but
Yeah.
it's still very, very funny. I'll read a little bit more. There wasn't a dry eye in the press room at the governor's office today as Gavin Newsom bravely announced that he's transgender just after Caitlyn Jenner declared a gubernatorial run. Quote, "You think that Jenner character is so great because of the whole transgender thing?" Newsom said. "Well, have I got news for you."
Oh, it's such a bummer. Like, it would be super great to have a trans person run or be elected for an office like that, but like, she ain't it.
Yeah. And what better place than California? But definitely not Caitlyn. Fuck that bitch.
I think Californians know, right? They know.
Well, I mean, we did go. Well, I didn't, but they did go through Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was a celebrity, a Republican governor, who was a celebrity. So who knows? I mean, even after Trump, like, who fucking knows?
Anything is possible. Oh,
right.
Fuck. What about Sam Smith, though?
He got some tattoo. You know what's funny is I was gonna talk about Sam Smith's cool new tattoo. And then someone commented on the Twitter post that was like, you know what? I'm not giving any more time to queer white people. Like, there's more. There's like more. Like, it's enough. There's like other shit happening.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sam Smith.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not either.
Is that all you got for Queer Corner?
That's all I got for Queer Corner. Yeah, but I do have some movie. I know that you got a movie, but I have some movie shit that I think you'll love.
Tell me everything.
It's not necessarily a movie.
Yeah.
But because I was so fucked up after that party on Sunday, I spent all of it in bed watching, drumroll please, the first season of True Detective.
Oh shit. How exciting.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's so fucked up.
It's so fucked up. It's so good. I'm very surprised that you were able to watch that because it's like very fucked up.
Yeah, are you proud of me?
And like a little bit spooky. It's like Seven, you know?
Oh yeah, I never saw Seven.
Yeah, you could never. I'm surprised that you got through this.
To be honest, Yeah, so am I. So am I. I think we watched the first 2 episodes and then like didn't finish it until like 6 months later cuz I like had to watch it during the day and there was just like a whole period of time where I was like everything stressed me out.
Yeah.
But it's
I can
so
imagine you having to
compelling.
process. I would imagine you processing an episode for the whole week.
Yeah.
Like you watch one and you're like, all right, I need a break, need a few days. Because
Yeah.
that show is crazy.
It's super crazy. It's so interesting. Okay, this is kind of stupid, but I think that watching Riverdale has helped me watch spooky things a little bit easier.
Take it back. Take back what you said.
It gets like really creepy and like people are always turning up dead and there's so many mysteries and then there's like this whole season where they are playing, I forget what it's called, but it's like Dungeons and Dragons except that you have to like sacrifice people, you know, in murdery ways. And I forget what they call it. It's like ghoulies and goblins or some shit. It's whatever. Riverdale's an amazing show, but it's so
I love the idea of, hey, Jill, oh, you shouldn't watch True Detective. It's going to be too much for you. Oh, yeah? I watch Riverdale. I can handle anything.
Okay, but okay, but have you ever seen Riverdale?
No.
Okay.
I do have a funny story, though, that's related to Riverdale.
Okay, I'm ready. Just tell your story.
Well, I went to Party City to get like some green hairspray for my friend for the dinosaur, and they were going out of business, so everything was 80% off. And there was this really cute Veronica from Riverdale dress that I bought for me, and it looks amazing on me.
Oh, send me pictures! I'm so excited.
Okay, well,
that's fun.
I don't even know who this bitch is because I don't even know anything about Archie.
Okay, well. I'm off Riverdale a little bit because it was starting to really stress me out. So I haven't watched it in a while. I'm behind.
Wow, you can handle True Detective, but not Riverdale.
I think part of it is because I watch True Detective with Jake, and so like we can talk about it, and I can process it with another person, and I watch Riverdale by myself. And so I'm just sitting here like, who's going to let me text them about this? And the answer is no one. Any Riverdale fans out there, send us an email.
Yeah, let us know how bad it is.
It's very good. But True Detective was something else. Yeah, I was proud of me for getting through it, to be honest with you.
I mean, the ending had me scared.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was scary. It was scary.
So
I don't scare easily,
I know.
But it was scary.
That scary guy in that house with that lady who he's probably related to.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like, there's some weird, icky sex things that like I can't unsee.
I mean, there was even like these split personalities where he was like someone else and it was a different voice. And I was like, oh my God, that is so creepy.
So creepy.
Like this guy is so scary.
Yeah. So scary. I mean, very well acted, obviously.
Oh yeah, incredible. Well, speaking of great acting, I mean, can we talk about Matthew Mcconaughey? Holy shit!
Yeah. What converted me on him? That performance is phenomenal, and like because of the timelines, right? There's like
you see a big a drastic difference in how the characters have changed over time, and how skillful he had to be as an actor to show that.
Yeah, and it's totally like believable. It makes sense that that's like the evolution of his character. Like it's so interesting.
Right. I give it 6 tablespoons of mayonnaise.
Yeah, I concur. Did you watch any movies or just True Detective?
Just True Detective.
Well, I mean, it's better than watching a movie, probably.
What did you watch?
Oh, what did I watch? Let me tell you.
Fine.
Mortal Kombat.
You watch Mortal Kombat? I heard that was super juicy, gory too. I'm surprised.
Super
Who are
juicy
you?
gory. Who even knows who I am? So, okay, yes, it was. But it was also super like cheesy nonsense, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was pretty well done. It was visually it looked good. It's not the
You know what's funny is that I heard a lot of people trash talking it, and like it became a meme of people saying this. I still love this movie despite all the trash talking.
that makes sense to me. I would not say that I loved it. I would say that I have watched worse movies and I've had a less enjoyable experience watching many movies. Like it was fun. We had fun watching that. Like a week or two ago, for some reason we thought like we knew there was a new Mortal Kombat movie coming out. We didn't know anything about it. And HBO Max suggested this cartoon movie, Mortal Kombat Legends. And so we started watching that, and it is so fucked up. Like it's a cartoon, but it's so gory. And it's like, we watched 15 minutes of it, and I was like, I can't watch this. Like, it was upsetting.
Shit. You have piqued my interest. I'm into that.
Yeah, I mean, it's on HBO Max. I guess give it a go. But I'm glad I watched it because it did have more or less the same opening story as the new movie. It's like it's the origin story of Hitachi, or he's Scorpion.
I see.
So the origin story is going to be the same no matter what, and they're always tragedies, but it's like the way that it's done, I guess, can vary. And I'm sort of glad that we watched that first bit because I think I might have been put off by the opening of the new movie because it's like fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess the whole premise of the whatever Mortal Kombat means, I'm not really clear on it. You know, like I watched it, but I don't really understand like what is the tournament and like there are gods, but they're breaking rules. Like the lore still makes no sense.
Well, you didn't play the video games or watch the original movie, did you?
I might have watched the original movie, and I would have played the video game a little bit. But yeah, I was not like super into it or anything like that.
Yeah. I was really into the game, and I did like the movie, so I am planning on watching it, but I feel like I've already heard too much bad things.
Oh no, I think it's worth watching.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. I'll be interested. I'd like to wait to give my tablespoons until after you've watched it because I don't want to sway you.
Okay, then I'll watch it before next week. I would recommend you watch the video of the Mortal Kombat theme song, but with Gilbert Gottfried doing all the character names.
Okay,
so check that one out.
Okay, I'll check that out.
And then you can rate that one for me as well.
Okay, I'll do that. And then this is not a movie, but the other thing that we've been watching is Harley Quinn, which is also a new cartoon. And it's good. It's like a grown-up cartoon, you know? But it's like cool. Harley Quinn breaks up with the Joker and tries to go be a supervillain on her own. So it's kind of like I don't know. Is
it like Birds of Prey?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like the live action Harley Quinn.
Oh. I don't know. I guess I don't know anything about that. So maybe, but it's like a comedy. It's violent and like I don't know how to explain it. I've been enjoying it. It's pretty funny.
I like it. Okay, I'm gonna check it out too.
Okay, cool. And it's only like 20-minute episodes, so you could like watch one and be like, meh, or maybe watch two. I don't know.
Okay.
Fun.
Sick.
Shows are fun.
I got a Yelp review for a it's called a Daddle Saddle.
Okay.
It's a little saddle you put on your daddy.
Oh.
It's not for sex, it's for children.
Okay, well I'm immediately disappointed, but continue.
This review is from 2010. Not appropriate for dressage, it says. Just a lot of terminology in here I'm going to butcher, but
dressage.
Okay. Please note that this daddle is Western style and will not be appropriate for those trained in the English father riding method, whereby one holds a rein in each hand and posts the trot. If you're looking forward to father jumping, father fox hunting, father polo, or daddy dressage,
Nice.
you will not be able to use this daddle. Western daddle riders hold the reins with one hand and sit the trot. The pommel or horn on this daddle is meant to hold a lariat, which is useful when roping cattle or other competing or unruly fathers. It's pretty technical.
Every time you say daddle, it gives me a little giggle. Is that the end of the review?
That's the end, yeah.
4 stars.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a 3-star review for the Daddle Saddle. By the way, they're still in stock. It's in stock, and they're running about $45.99. So,
is it leather?
Gift for Jeff, I think.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, his birthday's coming up. Jeff, plug your ears.
Frequently bought together with a child's cowboy hat and bandana.
That's so bizarre. Thank you for that.
It's basically an intro to sexy horseplay.
Yeah, but like, and daddy issues, I guess.
Now would be a good time for us to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Big ups to Nathan Rep of Cloud Collective for the use of our theme song, No Dance Halls on the Sun. You can find them on SoundCloud under Cloud Collective Records.
I'm sorry. Thanks as always to Adam for our corkboard song, Great Adventure. I think I just said board and bork.
Yeah, drink. It's time to drink, you guys. That's 2 shots. Joe fucked up the ending.
You can find his music, art, and other creative projects at adamoliveris.com.
Welcome to Fetch a Pail, your drinking game podcast.
Yep.
Where you drink every time we fuck something up.
Oh, God. You should probably have like 911 on speed dial because you're going to drink too much.
You really are. Anyways, I have to go shave my balls because I'm getting them lasered tomorrow.
You have to shave before. Oh, yeah, you have to shave before laser. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
all right, I love you.
Wait, don't leave yet. You've had 2 out of your 3 lasers so far?
Yep, the last one's tomorrow.
Okay, well then we'll recap next week, but I am interested.
In my balls?
Bye.
Bye. Hey, thanks again for listening to Fetch a Pail. If you need more Jackie and Jill in your life, follow us on Twitter at Fetch a Pail.
Or follow us on Instagram at Fetch a Pail.
Fetch a Pail is a Jack and Jill production.
Copyright 2021. All rights reserved.
Thanks for being a friend. What a good show.
Yeah, I liked that one.